Hi, I'm Paulo from Tupan Games, and today we will continue our criteria course and we will make the ability check now understand skill and proficiency. And to organize things, I will transform this also in a table instead of using a fixed combo. So I will create a table. It's abilities. This is the number. Abilities. And the ability, which is text. So dummy field here. We need at least one data field. I am sure that this will expand in the future. Now we will add str text int place. Save it, and in the actions here, instead of using a combo, I will use a table, and this table will be abilities, and that's it. Okay, keeping up with our KISS principle, let's test this just for sake of mental sanity. Okay, everything is working as should. First, we need a table that gives you this. Either I can use a mathematical formula. Let's try to create a mathematical formula for this. And I see that each four numbers give a number, one number here, plus. So I need to divide something by 4 that gives the same number in this region. So if I do this minus 1 divided by 4, it will give the same number, because 1 to 4 will be 0 to 3 divided by 4 is 0, and if I add 2, I think I got it. Let's test this. 9 minus 1, 8, divided by 4, 2, plus 2, 4. Oh, I think it's working. 16 minus 1, 15, divided by 4, 3, plus 2, 5. Okay. Of course, you can create a table which numbers from 1 to 30 and create a data column with these numbers repeated, but I like the mathematical function because a mathematical function will work with any level. So we need an info, and this info will return the proficiency bonus. So proficiency bonus, and I return value. What we need is the character level, but we already have an info called character level, so I don't need any parameter here. I will put a result node here, return value here, and I will get the character level here. Okay, this is the character level. Okay, but we have to take this minus 1 divided by 4 and add 2. So let's do that. And here, so minus 1 subtraction minus 1, and then I will divide by 4. And I have this function here, truncate value. This turns the result into an integer. And we have to add 2. So add 2. Okay, and we already know this. Let's put a journal here. And this will be proficiency bonus. Okay, and the icon. The icon will be proficiency. What is a proficiency? Skill, perhaps. No. Points leading to measuring a person. Okay. And that's it. We are done here. We have our info that returns our proficiency. Well, I created this character level info, but I totally forget to add a journal. So let's do this now. This is character level. Okay. An icon. Level or character. Level. Oh, good. I like it. I was reading the player's handbook and I noticed that an ability check is almost all the time called by the game master. So I am moving the input field to choose the ability from the player to the game master. What this means? This means that instead of the actor choosing that he will roll strength, the game master that will choose what ability the player should roll. And also the game master can select several characters because this action is not a single actor, and say something like, all of you roll persuasion. Now we need to change our ability check to use that proficiency bonus. If you look at the book will say that skills or other actions, or when it's written in an adventure, when you use proficiency bonus. Since this is a VTT and a rule to be used by humans, we need always to have a way for the game master to override things. So we will create another input field here to allow game master to add the proficiency bonus to this particular ability check. So we will add an input field here after the ability here. The caption will be add proficiency, and it will be a checkbox or a boolean. Now we can use this to add proficiency here. The best way to do this, a conditional add, is using the branch node. Here we have the branch node. Branch here in expressions. Look here, we are already adding the 20 dice roll with the ability modifier. If you click here, you may add a third value, but this value is conditional. If the game master choose true for this checkbox here, then we will add the proficiency bonus. Else we will add 0. So we will use the branch node here because it's unconditional value, and this condition will be what the game master choose, the proficiency here. Okay, the proficiency input field goes here. If this is true, we need to add the proficiency. If it's false, we add 0. And the proficiency is our recently created information. It's the proficiency bonus here. Now, let's review what we have. If the game master choose check this checkbox, this will return true. Okay, input field here, proficiency input field. And when return true, we will add the proficiency bonus. But if the game master does not check the checkbox, it will return 0. It will add 0 and do nothing. Okay? And now you know that the add and many others have this little button here that allows you to add more values. Back to our map, we will test this. It's always best to test something immediately after you've done it, because once tested, you can forget it. Okay? So we will again run an ability check, and you see now we have the add proficiency checkbox, and we will get the 12 DC, and we will click and add proficiency, accept, roll the die, and hope that everything goes right. Okay, success. Let's look at the journal. The journal says that we use an 11, we roll a D, we add 2, and character level returns 0. Why? No, we have a bug here. It's good. I will continue with this video because it's a right time to learn how to track a bug. So the first thing you have to do is obviously look at the code, and our code has nothing wrong with it, but we will review it. We will look here. This returned 0, but we have 3 levels. This is a section operation. He will loop through all character levels, and it will sum, because this is the operation, all levels from that section. Nothing wrong here. Let's look at our character sheet. So it should, in this class, sum all, but there's nothing here. What I forgot to do was to load. I created a new class. Perhaps I saved it, I don't remember. But I think I saved this. And I totally forgot to update this in the map. So sometimes the problem is not in the code. Sometimes the problem is in the character sheet. So always look for these 2 things, okay, when finding something that does not work. And I will grab this moment to stress how important it is to test things with baby steps. Do something, test something, implement something, and then keep going. So let's test it again. Here, I will do the 12 pass, and we will add proficiency. I will use my strength bonus, strength ability, which already gives me 2 bonuses here. Okay, accept. 1. But let's look at it. Now I roll 1. I have 15 strength, gives me 2, and my character level is now 3, and which gives me 2 proficiency bonus. It's right, and total is 5. Now we are right. Okay, this is working.